The Cat Phillips problem, when every coincidence points the same direction. Before we get into any of this, I want you to hold one image in your mind. It's a basketball court, September 2017. Two men going one-on-one. One of them is Charlie Kirk, founder of Turning Point USA, one of the most influential voices in conservative America. The other is Cat Phillips, Charlie's guy, his speaker, someone he trusted enough to put in front of hundreds of young students. What Charlie didn't know, or at least what he wasn't supposed to know, is that the man guarding him on that court was at that very same moment in a relationship with the woman Charlie would one day marry. That's not just awkward, that's a setup. Start here, the tweet nobody forgot. In 2018, Cat Phillips typed out a tweet and hit send. Pizza talk is the new pillow talk. Maybe you read that and think, okay, weird, but whatever. Except in certain circles, the word pizza isn't about food, it's a code. And Cat Phillips, son of one of the most powerful political operatives in American history, knows exactly how coded language works. Now take a walk through his office bookshelf. In the Name of the Children, the story of an FBI agent hunting the nation's worst child predators. Right next to it, a natural history of cannibalism. And sitting there like it's perfectly normal, Stiff, the curious lives of human cadavers. You can dismiss any one of those. You cannot dismiss all of them together. Not from a man who tweets casually about pizza in that particular way. But the bookshelf is just the opening act. The real story goes much deeper. The son of the machine. To understand Cat Phillips, you have to understand where he comes from, because he didn't build his career, he inherited it. His father, Tim Phillips, ran Americans for Prosperity from 2006 to 2021. AFP is the Koch brothers' political engine, a dark money operation of staggering scale. Hundreds of millions of unknown dollars flowing into elections every cycle, shielded by legal loopholes that keep donors permanently invisible. Not a nonprofit, not a PAC, a shadow political party. And before AFP, Tim Phillips was neck-deep in the Jack Abramoff corruption scandal, his firm literally being paid to fabricate grassroots movements and manufacture public opinion for purchase. Under Tim, AFP didn't just support candidates, it owned them. The 2010 Tea Party wave, Tim Phillips built that, $45 million in ads, a movement that looked organic and wasn't. The 2014 midterms, $125 million. Tom Cotton, Joni Ernst, Cory Gardner, Tom Tillis. Tim Phillips's fingerprints are all over their careers. So when Cat Phillips shows up in conservative media, clean and polished and well-connected, understand that the doors were never locked for him. He was handed the keys at birth. The question is, what was he sent to do with them? The woman in the middle. Here's what we were told. Charlie Kirk met Erika in 2018. She was a stranger to him. He was a stranger to her. A chance encounter, a love story, a fairy tale. Here's what the receipts say. Erika and Cat Phillips were in a relationship, not a rumor. There are painting dates, comments from mutual friends, and footage of Cat spending time with Erika's own mother. The timeline puts them together well into September 2017, the exact same month Cat was on that basketball court with Charlie. And it goes back further. In 2016, Charlie hosted Turning Point's winter retreat in West Palm Beach. 550 student leaders, 47 states, cameras rolling. Charlie personally introduced the speaker lineup. One of those speakers was Cat Phillips, there to talk about big government, standing on a stage Charlie built. Erika and Cat Phillips were already together at this point. Shortly after that retreat, Erika's own cousin Nicole Rothstein posted something on Instagram, a dog meme of all things, with this caption. Erika Francie's face when she walks into dinner expecting to see her wife and Cat Phillips is there instead. The wife? Who was Nicole talking about? Nobody's answered that cleanly. And then there's 2013, Erika living in China, no clear reason given, Cat commenting on her posts, the connection already woven tight even then. Cat himself later referred to them as that couple who gets painting lessons together. He said that in September 2017, the same month he was playing basketball with Charlie Kirk. The lie you can't unring. Now listen to Erika in her own words, talking about the moment she met Charlie. There was a guy in the ticket line who looked very familiar. I had no idea who he was. That ended up being Charlie. She says she had no idea who he was, but Erika was actively dating a man who had been speaking at Charlie's events since at least 2016. A man Charlie personally introduced to hundreds of student leaders. A man Charlie brought into his inner circle and played basketball with. If you're dating someone who's close to Charlie Kirk, close enough to be on stage at his conferences, close enough to be on the court with him, how do you not know who Charlie Kirk is? You don't. You can't. The math doesn't work. Someone is lying. And only one person has something to gain from that lie. After the assassination. 2 weeks after Charlie Kirk was killed, Cabot Phillips posted an old photo. Him and Charlie, the basketball court, 2017. His caption: "Tonight I'll speak at my first TPUSA campus event since Charlie's murder. It's only fitting I woke up to this Facebook memory from 8 years ago today. Seems he wanted to remind me one more time that he beat me." Look closely at what Cat is wearing in that photo. His jersey reads Brigham Young, second president of the Mormon Church, first governor of Utah Territory. Call it a coincidence if you want. People have stopped calling things coincidences in this story. And then Erika, now installed as the new CEO of Turning Point USA, the organization her late husband built, made her first major personnel decision. She chose Cabot Phillips to front the How to Lead Like Charlie campus tours. Her ex-boyfriend, the man who was secretly in her life while she was building a marriage with Charlie, that man is now traveling to college campuses across America, stepping into Charlie's shoes, carrying Charlie's name. That's not grief, that's something else. Fort Wooka. This is where the story stops being about infidelity and starts being about something far darker. Former Special Forces operative Mitch Snow has alleged that both Erika Kirk and Cabot Phillips were present at a covert military meeting at Fort Wooka, 2 days before Charlie Kirk was killed at UVU. Separately, insiders claim that Charlie had uncovered evidence of Erika's affair and had begun taking steps to remove her from his will. The timeline of those steps and what happened next is a question investigators and online researchers are pressing hard. There's a theory circulating among people who've been tracking the story closely that Erika's marriage to Charlie was never just a marriage, that it was a tasking, a mission assigned by powerful handlers operating in the shadows behind Turning Point, people who needed someone on the inside, someone Charlie trusted completely. Deleting the evidence. When Cat's connection to Erika became public, he didn't address it. He didn't explain it. He went to his Instagram and started deleting. People who have nothing to hide don't script their timelines when questions get asked. They answer the questions. The whole picture. Pull back and look at everything together. Erika and Cat had a relationship that predates Charlie by years, and by some accounts, never truly ended. Cat was embedded in Charlie's inner circle, brought in as a trusted ally, given stages and microphones, while quietly maintaining a connection to the woman Charlie would one day marry. Erika lied about not knowing who Charlie was when they met. There's no version of her timeline where that's possible. Cat's father, Tim Phillips, spent decades building the infrastructure of dark money politics, manufacturing consent, buying influence, destroying opponents, and doing it all invisible. Both Erika and Cat were allegedly spotted at a secret military installation 2 days before Charlie's assassination. After Charlie died, Cat was handed his platform, not by some board or committee, but by Erika, personally. Each of these facts, alone, can be explained, dismissed, called a coincidence. But you run out of coincidences eventually. At some point, a pattern is just a pattern, and this one has been years in the making. What you're looking at isn't a scandal, it's a long game, and Charlie Kirk may have been the mark from the very beginning.